Okay, this is my lesson that I'm recording. I'm at school. This is my classroom. I'm going to give you a brief tour. I have two televisions that I usually project my computer off of so that kids can see what I'm talking about. I have all these fun stickers of different places that I've been and my students have been. I have my cell phone caddy over there. They just cleaned my room and the televisions are not working. So unfortunately I cannot project. These are my content objectives. So today during class, we're gonna watch a video clip on save your siblings, and we're gonna talk about what that is. You are gonna make a claim based on 4 pieces of evidence from this little mini unit that we've done on DNA technology. And then you're gonna evaluate your own personal feelings. Like, so this is what I think, and this is how you're gonna say, hey, this is what I really feel about it, and you're gonna think about what you would want for your own children. The language objectives, we're really gonna focus on speaking today and reading. Obviously there will be some writing because you're gonna write a claim and fill in a CER sheet to help you prepare for the Socratic seminar. So you will orally describe the importance of DNA technology. You're gonna decide which traits you wanna control, so that'll be some writing. And then you're gonna read and summarize your notes. So on your CER sheet, you're gonna make a claim. The evidence, you're gonna pick 4 pieces of evidence from all of these little lessons that we've done, like the videos or the articles or today's video. And then, so the claim, evidence, and then reasoning is how you're gonna support it up. You are allowed to use that CER sheet during the Socratic seminar, which is our culminating activity with the English class. Okay, so for today, we're gonna pretend like I already gave you, we watched the little clip, it's from Chicago Med, so it's relevant, kids will understand it. I'll have closed captioning on to help all of my students. And then in that little video clip, the brother was genetically engineered to be a donor for his older sibling who was sick. So then that kind of brings up some feelings. We're gonna talk about that there is actually a real case where this happened in real life. This isn't something that's totally made up for television. Then I'm gonna pass around this genetic survey. So I have it in 3 different languages, and if you needed an additional language, you can just let me know and I can get it for you. We're gonna project it onto the screen. So this is the genetic selection. So I know we're not really quite there yet where we're thinking about what our own children are gonna look like. I don't know, I would have to say that I thought of kids' names way before I ever thought of having even a boyfriend. I think that's just how kids are. So you're gonna pretend. So this is not for next week, next year. This is way down the road in the future. So it says, is it okay for parents to select their child's trait? Which traits should parents be allowed to select? Not all options are able to be selected today. So using today's technology, this isn't all possible, but some of it is possible. And by the time you guys have kids, a lot of it will be possible. So you're gonna go through this checklist. You're gonna check yes. If I could pick the color of my kid's hair, that's totally what I would do. And no, oh my gosh, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna leave that up to chance. I have the same thing in Spanish. And I have the same thing in Ukraine. So there will be 3 piles on my desk, and you can come and grab whichever language you would like. Okay, then I would give them time to process this. I would give them time to kind of talk about it. There's some crazy stuff on here that you really have to be like, holy cow, I can't even imagine that. Then I'll kind of ask them to share with their partner. So my whole classroom, the chairs are up right now because they just waxed the floors. So this is how my classroom is set up. So they're in tables of 4. So they would sit with their direct partner, and then they have their table mates, and sometimes I have them even look at the person behind them. And then we'll kind of go over some of this in class. So I'm going to pretend like you're my class, and we're going to go over some of it right now. So we're going to start with eye color. Just quick show of hands, who thinks, yes, I would totally want to pick my kid's eye color. Okay, who's like, no, this is not worth genetically engineering my kid about? Okay, so why are you like no on this one? And then I would like, hopefully stem some discussion. So I have eye color, hair color, sex, height, intelligence, if you're right or left-handed, if you're colorblind. And when we get to the colorblind, I'll share some stories. Both of my sons are colorblind, so then I can tell them like how that they just perceive the world differently. But I don't think that makes them any less or any more than anybody else because they're colorblind. Hearing ability, I have a clip where the hearing community actually is completely against genetic engineering because they say that it's part of their identity, and why would we want to get rid of something that's like how people identify themselves. Athletic ability, musical ability, nearsightedness, and then at the bottom I have some diseases, and usually all kids are going to be like, yes, I definitely would want to get rid of this. Alzheimer's, my dad was just diagnosed, he's got pretty severe Alzheimer's. Down syndrome, there's kids in our school that have Down syndrome. Huntington's disease, and then cancer disposition. And earlier in the year we had done a unit on cancer and already talked about cancer, so it's kind of tying in some previous units.